Sir, thank you so much for joining me. Thank you so much for joining me.
After a long time, and I always remember you, but unfortunately, we can't meet so often.
Absolutely, sir. Like you rightly said, and I remember too, the first person to do an exclusive interview after you became Rajya Sabha MP was yours truly. And now today, the first exclusive interview after you finished your term in Rajya Sabha is yours truly. So I feel really honored, sir. Thank you so much for giving.
I'm very happy. I'm very happy also.
Let me get into the question straight. Sir, are you happy with what happened in the elections?
I am only partly happy, not totally happy. I am happy, for instance, that Rahul Gandhi was elected at both the places, recovering his, full image and full stature. I am also happy that that loudmouth Smriti Irani is defeated. I am not happy that Kangana Ranaut is elected, not because she belongs to another party, but such completely brouhaha, mediocrity, that should not be the part of the parliament. That's what I think. And she has no idea of what India is, what history is. And therefore, her coming to parliament is not exactly a very good thing. Second thing I am happy is that Modi claimed, and not only Modi, but his entire team claimed that they would pass beyond go for 400 seats. They would not they could not cross even 240. So forget 350 plus, then his argument was 370 he will have, and 30 others or 30 plus others from NDA. But all told, NDA could not complete 300 seats, and they stuck at 293. So that is, according to me, a very good thing this parliament has shown. About 83 seats of the BJP candidates have lost. 83. That's a large number. And they had thought, Amit Shah is on record saying that Congress will get less number of seats than in 2014 or 2019. And moreover, the taunt that Modi gave to Rahul Gandhi that you will not get even enough seats to match your age, which means Congress will be getting less than 53 seats. That was very insulting and humiliating approach in elections. It has never happened during Indira Gandhi's time, Nehru's time, or Rajiv Gandhi's time. Humiliating opposition was never in Indian political tradition. Therefore, this setback to Modi of coming to 240 seats and NDA 293 seats shows that their bravado and their arrogance is completely stopped, halted in the tracks. That is the happy thing. Unhappy thing is Nitish Kumar, who has been with the left. I remember Nitish Kumar, I was present in the meeting which Nitish Kumar had called, and Nitish Kumar had actually hosted us in Patna on the 100th anniversary centenary of Champaran struggle, in which he said Champaran was a satyagraha, and now time has come for another satyagraha to defeat fascism, which has taken over in the country in the form of Narendra Modi. That was his speech on the centenary of Champaran struggle. And today he has joined the same fascist as his nearest colleague. Chandra Babu once upon a time was with Congress. Later on, he was a convener of the left Liberal Front. And today he has also joined Modi. That shows that fascism still has what you can call ability to attract people from the liberal and from the formerly left. Nitish Kumar belongs to Lohia school of the left. So if Modi is going to get support from Lohia liberals and regular liberals and regional parties like Chandrababu's, that means Modi is not as weak as he may appear by number of seats, which is 240. He has become not stronger, but he has not lost much of his veneer, much of his shine. And knowing Modi's character, knowing Modi's demeanor, Modi will not stop doing anything that he should be stopping. He will continue with his same style of autocracy, and therefore that is not a good thing. So I'm happy as well as unhappy about the election results.
Sir, you partly answered my second question, but I still want to ask you my second question, and that is, What was that single reason that you will say, strategic perspective, what was that single reason that you would say that Narendra Modi and Bharatiya Janata Party couldn't achieve that 400, forget 400, even 300 that they aimed for?
I think one reason is even within the BJP, I have actually experienced in parliament. During my 6 years in parliament, I actually experienced. Even the BJP MPs were completely unhappy with the way the country was governed. But they would not say publicly. They were afraid. One MP told me, Mr. Ketkar, you are in the opposition, and opposition says that he is, sending ED teams and CBI teams and NI teams to your leaders' houses. Don't forget and don't underestimate Modi. He is keeping a watch even on us. And therefore, the threat of ED, CBI, IT is even to the BJP MPs. Moreover, he said, except thumping benches in the house and clapping and applauding Modi, they have no role to play. Now, those 6 years, those who joined for 6 years in Rajya Sabha with me from the BJP said they have no role to play except clapping and thumping and saying Modi, 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 right in the house. They say, majority of them said we were fed up, completely fed up. And I'm telling you something which has been told to me by very senior BJP leaders in parliament. So, one reason why he lost is this. Second, RSS was completely unhappy with him. So, RSS Karyakartas by and large distanced from the mainline BJP candidates. But these two are sort of side dishes. They are the sideline reasons. The main reason which actually focused the entire campaign against Modi was people were fed up with his regime. People were fed up with the kind of unemployment, and he was trying to bulldoze that question, the kind of price rise they were seeing, and the kind of inequality which was rising in last 6 years or last 10 years. During his time, inequality has really been frightening. So inequality, unemployment, price rise, and apart from that, complete majoritarianism and the Hindu-Muslim issue. You must have noticed that in Ayodhya, 100 kilometers, I think 160 kilometers, region of Ayodhya, not a single BJP candidate is elected. So Ayodhya, which was so much talked about in January, on 22nd January, Modi declared, on 22nd January this year, Modi declared from Ram Mandir that this is actually the day of independence. We have become independent after thousands of years, and Lord Ram has come back to his house. And therefore, India should celebrate 22nd January as a real kind of Ram Navami or real Ram festival. And this should be declared as a new Indian Independence Day. So if this was the arrogant, people are not impressed, because entire Ayodhya region has elected Socialist Party candidates. That entire region. There are 6 constituencies in Ayodhya proper, out of which 4 have gone to Samajwadi Party, and in the region, Samajwadi Party has won more seats. So which means that Ram was made into a brand ambassador of the BJP, and the people, the electorate has rejected their idea. So Hindu-Muslim question has actually boomerang. If BJP does not learn from this, and if they continue with the kind of polarization politics that they are doing, I think they will be in trouble. Not only our country will be in trouble, but they also will be in trouble. So that is the main reason that Hindu-Muslim question did not actually draw the attention of the audience.
Now the million-dollar question then, sir, will it be too premature or even immature maybe to conclude that India truly is a secular nation, and last 10 years, India was under a particular spell which India has moved ahead and rejected? Will it be too premature to conclude that, sir?
That would be premature, I think. Because I do not think the fact that he has got 240 seats or India has got 293 seats, out of which at least 2/3 seats are because he has been successful in dividing Hindu-Muslim. So let us not underestimate the power of the Hindu-Muslim question. Secondly, I do not subscribe to the thought that India has been consistently secular. India under Pandit Nehru, India under Mahatma Gandhi's leadership, freedom movement under Mahatma Gandhi and Nehru's leadership was truly a secular movement. But slowly, after 1991, when during Narasimha Rao rule, Babri Masjid was destroyed right under his nose, began to see that there is a polarization coming even when Narasimha Rao, Congress leader, was in power. So slowly, the tide was turning. And therefore, according to me, in 1987, when the BJP began in parliament and outside, Wahi Mandir Banayenge movement, from then onwards, I don't think India could be described as a secular country. I'll just give a sequence of events. 1987 began the Ram Mandir movement, Wahi Mandir Banayenge. 1989, Rajiv Gandhi was defeated on two issues, Ayodhya and Bofors. 1990, BJP number in parliament went up to 89. And in 1991, Narasimha Rao could not get majority, despite in the second half after Rajiv Gandhi's murder. And in 1992, Babri Masjid was demolished. So take a sequence from 87 to 92, and immediately after the Babri Masjid was destroyed, within 3 years, in 1995, in Maharashtra, you had the BJP Shiv Sena government. At that time, Shiv Sena was even more vocal about Hindutva under Thackeray. So in 1995 comes BJP Shiv Sena government, 3 years after Babri, and in 1998 comes the BJP government or BJP-led government or the first NDA government under Vajpayee in 1998, and again in 1999 after that government was defeated by one vote. So that means that 1987 onwards, if you look at the seats and the vote percentages, slowly the vote percentage of the right-wing Hindutva parties have gone up. So I will not say that we have been consistently secular. That depends on leadership. Congress leadership under Nehru, Indira Gandhi, Rajiv was consistently secular. They actually continued the secular campaign, and that's why India acquired an image of a secular democratic country. But after 1987, or particularly after 1992, I cannot call myself I am called secular, but a country I cannot say is completely secular.
But there is a ascent descent theory when you talk about social behavior, especially when you're talking about mass social behavior. Sir, there has been an ascent of communalism in India, and there has been a descent of communalism in India, and then there has been an ascent of communalism again. Do you see that this phase is the descent of communalism? Because at the end of the day, sir, 240 seats or 237 odd seats for India Alliance is not a bad comeback for India Alliance, for the secular front.
And Sujit, let us not forget that many of these parties in the India bloc have either hobnobbed or have joined the BJP-led government under Vajpayee. Mamata was with them, Nitish was with them, Samajwadi Party was with them, DMK was with them, Anna DMK was with them, Chandrababu was part. There were many of the parties in the India bloc today have either supported, hobnobbed, or actually participated in the government led by the BJP. So you cannot say that India bloc, all parties are 100% secular, and therefore I do not subscribe to the thought that secularism has won or the descent of communal politics has begun. Partly it has begun, but it can again, if the descent has begun, it can again go into air pocket. And once it goes to air pocket, I don't know what will happen. So I think one has to be very cautious. One has to be not only cautious, but constantly alert to see that the communalism does not raise its head again.
Sir, do you foresee India bloc parties joining the NDA in the near future?
India bloc parties will not join NDA now. Some of them at least certainly not. Obviously, Congress will not. Then though CPI, CPM are not exactly part of the India bloc, they are with them. And the CPI is definitely part of the India bloc. They will never join. So communists will not join. I don't think now with this experience, RJD was never part of the NDA, so RJD will not join. I think Samajwadi Party also will not join. So there are parties and individuals who will not join NDA. But that is not the only thing. Modi has developed a new technique of splitting the secular parties, which he has done in case of NCP, which he has done in case of tried to do in case of BJD. He has definitely done that partly to Mamata's party, Trinamool Congress. So he will try to split the parties He will try to create breakaway groups, and then try to enhance the number of the BJP party. And therefore, I will not be totally surprised if by the end of the year or within 1 year, BJP manages to raise its number from 240 to 275 or 280 by bringing in people from other parties. Like, I could not have believed my ears that Ashok Chauhan's whole family for 100 years has been with the Congress and with the secular politics, and yet he has joined. Harshavardhan has joined. So many, Chandrasekhar's son, Neeraj Chandrasekhar, he has joined. He is a hardcore socialist secularist. He has also joined NDA or rather BJP. And therefore, I think I will not go to the extent that nobody will defect to NDA. There are people who can bribe, who can be blackmailed, who can be lured by some kind of offers, and some of them might go because conviction of being secular is not as strong in the country, in the political class, as it should have been.
Let me then ask you specific parties. Do you think Mamata Banerjee will switch loyalties?
Mamata Banerjee's party and Mamata Banerjee may not switch loyalty now. So much water has flowed, but let us not forget she was part of the Vajpayee government. She was railway minister in the Vajpayee government. So correct. I don't think beyond her, but Modi is a different character than Vajpayee. I'll just give you one simple example of how Modi is different. And therefore, Modi's rule is dangerous rule, a fascist rule. I'll give you 3 examples of the same government. Vajpayee's BJP got 161 seats in 1996, but they had only 3 parties in support: Shiv Sena, Akali Dal, and Haryana Vikas Manch. So they could not form government beyond 13 days. They formed a government and the government collapsed in 13 days. Vajpayee instantly resigned. Second time, in 1999 April, Vajpayee lost in Lok Sabha only by 1 vote. Majority only by 1 vote he lost in the confidence motion, and he immediately resigned. Again in 1999 he came to power because of his democratic behavior. Modi has actually lost so many seats from 303 to 240. So morally he should be resigning and telling the BJP to re-elect him again. He is afraid because he knows if he resigns and if the BJP parliamentary party has to re-elect him, he may not get re-elected. More important, he has not yet called the Bharatiya Janata Party's parliamentary party meeting. He has not yet called. Nor has the confidence motion date has been declared so far by the president. Without having confidence motion passed, he has started functioning as if he has a full majority. Appointing ministries, giving them work. Actually, he has to pass first the first test of BJP party parliamentary, and later on he has to pass the confidence motion, and then he can start with the governance. He has started as if nothing has happened in between. Elections are also as if not held. He is just continuing, and the media, which is supporting him all the time, which is actually crawling before him, prostrating before him, that media is also saying, it is continuity and progress. And this is not continuity. This is a break from continuity. Vajpayee had resigned when he got less number of seats in Lok Sabha. By 1 vote only he lost. And here Modi has lost by more than 60 seats in Lok Sabha election. And yet he has not resigned. Morally, he and Amit Shah should resign, have a party meeting again, either contest the leadership claim, become leader of the party, and then ask for NDA to be part of the government. He has not done any of this sort. And therefore, Modi is totally different from Vajpayee. Modi has a streak not only of authoritarianism, but hardcore fascist dictatorial tone of his character is likely to dominate with the help of these 2 guys, Chandrababu and Naidu. And therefore, I do not think Chandrababu and Naidu joining him is any solace for the India bloc.
The Modi BJP before 2024 and the Modi BJP after 2024, there is a definite characteristic difference for the simple reason that Modi 2024, before 2024, a lot of political party was open to align with Modi. But after 2024, a lot of political party has realized that if they join Modi, they will cease to be, they will be decimated, like what Uddhav Thackeray is today. Chances of a Mamata Banerjee still taking the risk to even align with Modi in some form or another, do you think that will happen, or the chances of now people joining Modi are lesser? While you said that he may increase his numbers, but I still ask you this question.
Well, actually, Sujit, if the BJP had got, let us say, not 240, but something like 270 seats, and if he had offered Mamata a very major portfolio, would she or not have joined? Suppose somebody makes Mamata or somebody like her a deputy prime minister, but please see that NDA is forming a government. I would not put it completely beyond my imagination or beyond the plausibility, beyond the genuine possibility, just because two things. He has got stuck at 240, and secondly, everybody knows that even these 240 seats are suspect. If Election Commission had not played its tactics and had not played the manipulation game, Modi is not likely to win 200 seats or more. He has to be stopped at 200 according to all parameters. Even now, if all the VVPATs are counted and if recounting is done of all the constituencies, he will come back to from 240 to 200 or even less. But he has managed, manipulated, maneuvered to win 240 seats by having all kinds of agencies under him, including Election Commission. And therefore, I think this question, this hypothetical question, would Mamata or anybody join Modi? They would have joined if the number for Modi was higher, but it is not so. Remember, Ajit Pawar belonged all his life to secular tradition, and yet he joined Modi. In his speeches, if you have heard, in his speeches, Ajit Pawar is campaigning as it were more vociferously than even BJP campaigners about Modi's greatness and Modi as a savior of the country. So I don't put it out beyond that.
But sir, somebody like an Ajit Pawar who is not normally associated with an ideology or with ethics or with political ideology, one can understand. Sir, that being said, nobody knows Thackeray is better than you do. Sir, tell me, where does Uddhav Thackeray stand in all this?
According to me, Uddhav Thackeray is unlikely to go with Modi. Even Ajit may go, but Uddhav will not. Though Uddhav is carrying a baggage of Hindutva. Uddhav is carrying a baggage of radical Hindutva. And yet Uddhav is not going there for several reasons, psychological as well as political reasons. Political reasons are Uddhav has realized that going with Modi is in the future likely to be counterproductive for his politics. Because Mumbai is a 100% cosmopolitan secular liberal city. In Mumbai, there are only 27% Marathi. And Hindus are a majority, but not a large majority of Mumbai. Mumbai has Christians, Jains, Buddhists, Parsis, Jews, everybody. Mumbai is a truly cosmopolitan and secular character. Mumbai has. And he has declared that I am Mumbaikar first and Marathi later and Hindu third. This is also his electoral logic. And because you will find Uddhav has even more support among the Muslims and the other minorities than even the so-called secular parties. Because Uddhav is representing today, politically and electorally speaking, the people who are not necessarily polarized in Hindu-Muslim format. So Uddhav is different. Secondly, dialectical process also operates. Marxian dialectic always provides some kind of good interpretation. Having Raj on their side, Uddhav will always be on the side opposed to Raj. It is not a question of family. It is not a question that he is a cousin brother of Uddhav. It is a question of political approach. The moment Raj declared total support to Modi, Uddhav is out. As simple as perhaps we may not agree. The moment Rahul is totally with secular party, Varun cannot be totally with secular party. These are kind of, you can say, dialectics of sibling politics. But this is important. This is psychological and also political. So Uddhav Thackeray has learned a lot, particularly in last about 5-6 years. And I think he's showing that learning. His speeches, his approach, His visiting the Muslim constituencies, his complete persona, political persona, has become more like soft Congress rather than hard Bharat Thackeray.
I want your views on Sena versus Sena. Sir, which Sena won? The Eknath Shinde Sena won or the Uddhav Thackeray Sena won?
If you look at seats, Shinde Sena has done extremely well. Out of 15 seats or 16 seats, they have won 7. And out of 21 seats, Uddhav has won 9. So if you take strike rate and proportion, yes, Shinde Sena has done good. But in terms of mass support, if you look at the Karyakarta support, organization support, Uddhav is miles ahead of Shinde Sena. And second point is, because of the maneuvering by Modi and because of the maneuvering of the election process, Shinde got the symbol which has been traditionally with Shiv Sena, that is Uddhav Sena, that is Bharat Thackeray Sena. Yes. Now that definitely creates confusion, mainly in some slum areas and rural areas, because they have been traditionally voting the arrow, and so they could not this time quickly, identify or decipher with whom is the arrow and with whom is the mashal. So I think that symbol also created problem. That symbol also created problem for Sharad Pawar, because in Sharad Pawar's case, it was what they call tutari, and now they gave another person with the same kind of instrument playing, and therefore it also created symbol confusion. I think that was a dirty tactic played by government by forcing election commission to deliberately create this confusion. There was a simple possibility. When Congress split, Indira Gandhi came with a completely different symbol, calf and a cow.
Yes.
And when first Congress split, it was the bullock. You may remember.
Yes.
After the second split, that is the cow and calf symbol party split, they got Hath.
And
so similarly, if Shinde party goes separate, they should have got a separate symbol. And they should have fought on a separate symbol, different symbol. Same thing, Ajit Pawar also got the symbol that was popularized by Sharad Pawar, the crop. Actually, that was also a different party. They called themselves Rashtravadi, and these people called themselves Shiv Sena. Okay, keep Shiv Sena name. Like so many parties have named Congress. Nationalist Congress, Trinamool Congress, Janata Congress, so on and so forth. So, but they changed the symbol. It is necessary to identify the personality of the party through symbols. So, if Shinde is more popular or not can be seen by removing the symbol. You cannot use the same symbol and claim innocence of the party. So, actually, if you go by the Karyakarta support, by the mass support, by the vote percentage support, Uddhav is miles ahead. But if you look at only the strike rate of seats, then Shinde has performed well, but not definitely a leading position.
Sir, your final word on Maharashtra. Sir, do you think Uddhav Thackeray today has taken the slot of number one leader of Maharashtra?
I would not say number one, but close to number one. Because still Maharashtra is not Mumbai. Uddhav Thackeray's main base is in Mumbai, Pune, Nasik, and so on, the so-called Golden Triangle, urban centers. But Congress is there in Western Maharashtra, in Marathwada, in Vidarbha, where Shiv Sena is there only for a name and only as a political strategy. It is there only because they have to adjust seats. But that is not their base. Shiv Sena does not have a base in Marathwada. Shiv Sena does not have a base in Vidarbha. And the Shiv Sena created its own base in Marathwada after Modi started polarizing the voters and polarizing the society. So Shiv Sena originally, though Shiv Sena also earlier got the benefit of the Hindu-Muslim divide. Later on, Uddhav left that particular polarized politics and joined the so-called secular politics. But point is, Uddhav Shiv Sena still had roots in their past politics. Today, Uddhav is talking clearly about secularism. He is talking clearly about constitutionalism. He is clearly talking about the liberalism. And therefore, I think Uddhav is creating a new constituency. Frankly, Uddhav is following the footsteps of his grandfather,
yes,
who was a big social reformer. Rahul Thackeray was a big-time social reformer. He was against temples, he was against superstition, he was against Savarkarite approach to Hindutva. He never supported that kind of politics at all. So Prabodhan Thackeray, apparently, and from his speeches, Uddhav seems to be following, and the icon of Uddhav Thackeray is Prabodhankar and not Balasaheb as far as politics is concerned.
Maharashtra has not seen a senior Congress leader. Somehow there is no that one leader of Congress in Maharashtra. Congress, like you rightly said, rank and file exists, but the leader doesn't. Why is that, sir?
You're right. That is because I would not say it is an excuse, but the reason is there. But it is not excusable reason. I don't think it deserves an excuse. But majority of the Maharashtra Congress leaders are good in performance, even in the ministry or in the party, but they have limited themselves to the territorial area. Like Balasaheb Thorat controls Nagar, Amit Deshmukh has control over Latur, and so on and so forth. They have not been able to throw up leadership. I think the last Maharashtra-wide leader was Vilasrao Deshmukh. And after that, there is no leader who can be compared with Vilasrao Deshmukh. Or earlier, always, Sharad Pawar was actually a national leader, though he was a non-regional. Entire Maharashtra, even today, considers him as a leader, irrespective of the fact that he is not part of the Congress. Yashwantrao Chauhan, Vasantdada Patil, they were all leaders of Maharashtra. But today, majority of the Maharashtra Congress leadership is regional, intra-regional, and therefore they have not been able to spread their wings across. I'll give you a simple example to prove your point. That point is, for instance, who is a Congress leader across Mumbai? Mumbai has 2 crore people. 2 crore people is equal to the population of Sri Lanka. Equal to the population of Sri Lanka. But who is a Congress face in Mumbai? There are so many leaders in Congress, but nobody can represent. Once upon a time, to a small extent, not total extent, to a small extent, Gurudas Kamath did and Murli Devra did. But after that, Milind Devra could not continue the legacy. And after Gurudas Kamath, there has not been what you can call a leadership to Mumbai from Congress. So, and even Gurudas Kamath relatively had a limited role. So, therefore, it proves that Congress does not have a pan-Maharashtra leadership. And they are all territorial leaders, which is a big weakness. They are good. They have won 80% is the strike rate. Out of 17, they won 13 seats. And even the 14th seat of Vishal Patil has come now. So I think it's a very good rate, but that was because of the territorial acceptance of the people, of the leadership.
Sir, any chances of NCP merging with Congress, or all of this is just a myth?
I don't think. I personally don't think that they will merge now. Because, party merging is not so easy. Even CPI and CPM have not been able to merge. Though often they are part of the left front and often they share the legacy of the communist, pre-split communist party, they have not been able to merge. Because once the new structures are created, you can have individuals having bonhomie, but the structures don't integrate so easily. So I think merging the party will actually create a subgroup within the party. And people will say, वो तो NCP का आदमी है. पहले NCP में था, अभी कांग्रेस पे आ गया. Like in Pakistan, there are muhajirs. Those who were born in India, brought up in India, studied in India, even if they are Muslim and supporters of Pakistan, they will be considered as muhajirs. So, intra-party also, there is that feeling. Even today, those who have joined BJP are not fully trusted by the leadership because they are migrants to the BJP. And so I think merging NCP and Congress now is very difficult.
Sir, my second last question, and this is something that I ask you because you have a fairly good rapport with Nitish Kumar. You know Nitish Kumar personally. You interacted with him many a times. Sir, what made Nitish Kumar leave India bloc?
He is very ambitious. He thinks that he has the potential of becoming Prime Minister. But India bloc, even before fully formed, did not say that they will recommend his name for the post of convener, which amounts to announcing that he will be our leader post-election. He wants to be quickly Prime Ministership. Moreover, many of the intellectuals, even Ramchandra Guha and many intellectuals in the media, many media persons, I think, overstated Nitish Kumar's case and always projected him as a counter leadership to Rahul Gandhi or Sonia Gandhi. As a result, that went to his head. He actually began to feel that he is one of the most popular, most accepted leader across the country. And so that feeling of his own estimation, I think he created an image which became burden to him, and therefore he thought to leave and join BJP. He thought the BJP might be useful. 9 times he has changed parties in the last about 10 years. 9
years.
times.
Yes.
15 years. 9 times he has changed. And another reason is he belongs to the Lohia tribe. All the Lohia people you'll find, all Lohia people have never been steady in their approach, conviction, and politics. Mulayam Singh has also been soft on Vajpayee. Lalu Prasad is the only person who remained stridently against Modi and against BJP. But otherwise, Sharad Yadav, K.C. Tyagi, Mulayam Singh, majority of the George Fernandez himself, all of them have hobnobbed with the BJP. They did not carry the socialist conviction to the end. Communist Party did. Both the communist parties and the Congress have remained outside that fold, but the socialists have not been. So Nitish Kumar belongs to that Lohia tribe, which is always on a slippery ground.
But not that joining BJP will ever make him the prime minister, because he will never, ever become the prime minister with the BJP.
As long as Modi is there, nobody from the BJP will also become prime minister. Forget Nitish Kumar. But the point is, he thought that he will get, quote unquote, more lucrative acceptance, more lucrative posts to his colleagues in the BJP than in India bloc. Because India bloc was for him too large and too controlled by the Congress, and Congress had hostility towards him because he has twice betrayed. I told you in Champaran at that time, he said we must fight Modi's fascism, and suddenly he joins Modi's fascism. So I think Nitish Kumar is an important factor, but not as important as he thinks of himself.
Are you happy with the 99 plus 1? Of course, Vishal Patil was always Congress. And also
Papu Yadav. Papu Yadav also joined Congress. So it is now 101.
101. Sir, are you happy with this number?
No, because I think I'm happy, but not very happy, because I think at least 20 seats have been manipulated by Election Commission by not counting votes. According to Wire, 140 seats have been found to be having more votes counted than votes polled. So when you have more votes counted than votes polled, there is always scope for suspicion that somebody has played mischief, and the candidates who were otherwise to be defeated have been declared elected, including, for instance, the Vikers constituency in Mumbai. Now it has been proved that the camera, that CCTV camera, was not working. They don't have the footage. Now the difference of victory and defeat is 48 seats, 48 votes. So if 48 votes and the camera is not working, that means there's some mischief, clearly some mischief. So I think election has created this thing. Otherwise, Congress would have got something like, my estimation for Congress was about 125 to 140. They got 101, 99.
Sir, you've been closely working with the Gandhis. You worked with Rahul Gandhi right from 2014, much before that, but 2014 for sure. Sir, what difference do you see of Rahul Gandhi from 2014 to Rahul Gandhi of 2024?
There is a huge difference. I would say that in 2014, personally, I think I'm talking publicly, but even then, in 2014, I think he did not imagine, and I can tell you based on my direct conversation with him before 2014 results, he thought, and I think many people in the Congress thought, that Congress will not have such a miserable performance of just 44 seats in Lok Sabha. He did not think it was so bad. He thought, must have thought, he did not give me numbers, but he definitely estimated much better performance from Congress. Again in 2019, he is on record on many YouTube channels. You'll find that he said Modi will not be able to become Prime Minister. in 2019, based on his campaign against Rafael and Chowkidar Chore and so on. Very strident campaign, very dedicated campaign, very man of integrity. At that time, Sujit, perhaps you may remember, I think you have interviewed me. I said, no, even in 2019, particularly after Balakot, Modi will become Prime Minister. I want record. You can check with some YouTubes that Modi will become Prime Minister. Number of seats I don't want to predict. But after Balakot, Modi has managed the psyche of the voters such a manner that he will not leave the post. Moreover, Modi is a different person. He doesn't leave the post. He has not opened the door of his car for last 25 years. He has not taken his tea made by himself for last 25 years. He has been always like an emperor. He has been served. And so Modi has, is completely habituated to service, to crawling, to prostrating members of his party and the media. And so I think Rahul as well as Sonia, according to me, underestimated the threat of fascism and threat of fascistic element in Modi. Only after the 2019 defeat, I think Rahul realized that the fight is longer and fight is tougher. And that is why between 2014 and 2019, he did not even think of any yatra. He started yatra only in the mid phase of second term completed of Narendra Modi. So I think that was because he realized that the fight against Modi is fight against evil, not just a question of caste, not just a question of class, not just a question of region, not just a question of religion, and not just a question of language. These are the 5 things on which people contest elections: religion, language, region, caste, and class. What Rahul realized, that directly going to people and appealing to their conscience, to their goodness, and to show them the evil power that Narendra Modi is, and that has transformed. Let me tell you, Sujit, if the yatra was not there, and if Rahul was not leading the yatra, and if Rahul had not got such a fantastic response across the country in yatra, even India bloc itself could not have come about. India bloc could not have been formed. And many people in the India bloc who were hostile to Rahul, Mamata was hostile to Rahul, Akhilesh was hostile to Rahul. So even Lalu at one point of time was hostile to Rahul. Rahul was not acceptable. Today, not only Rahul is acceptable, but under Rahul's yatra's charisma, that the India bloc has been formed. So that much distance Rahul has covered between 2019 and 2024. Between 2014 and 2019, Rahul did not really cover any distance. He continued on the conventional politics, fighting Modi-led BJP, fighting Modi-Shah-led BJP is not fighting BJP. It is not general conventional politics. This is a different political game. Under Modi, even the BJP is a slave. Even RSS is a slave. That many people do not understand. I can take a small pride in that I used to say that in public record, that Modi is not Vajpayee. Modi can never be Vajpayee. Modi will, once in power, he will not give up power unless he is physically thrown out.
Thank you so much, sir. Thank you so much. And talking to you as always is so enlightening. Thank you so much, sir. Thank you for your time.
Yeah.
Stay ahead with our cutting-edge news app. Instantly access the latest shorts in just 1 minute and breaking news in just 50 words. Download now for a smarter, faster news experience.